of the candidates that wanted to say a few words before we swear them in. So Jackie can come on up.
My name is Jackie Harlock. I'm a lifelong member of District 2. And had an unfortunate thing happen to us in District 3. Our district rep had to resign because of health reasons. People in District 2 were told we would have a choice if we decided we wanted, whether it would be to be left vacant or to appoint. There were meetings held. Community members went to their community councils, gave their opinions, because that's what we were told would happen. We went to multiple meetings, only to find out that those of us in District 2, what we wanted done didn't matter. I personally feel that as her last act in office, Kathy Goodwin, our representative, told what she wanted to see in the court. Those of us in the community went to our community councils. We said what we wanted done. It came down to 2 people on a council decided who we in District 2 would have as our representative. Someone no one chose. Now, this is my opinion, and some may agree and some may not. But to me, that was a political power move, and it was fueled by a vendetta. That vendetta has nothing to do with us in District 2. That's something that those individuals have against somebody else. It has nothing to do with us in District 2. And I hold them too, on council, personally responsible for the total disregard they had for us in District 2, which we've been dealing with for the last 3.5 years, but also for trampling on our constitutional rights. How dare they? That's a dictatorship. They're elected officials. They should be doing what we want. And like I said, I know some may agree and some may not. This is my personal opinion on it, and I don't want to see this swearing in go forward. Because it goes against what we want in District 2. And I'm holding those 2, Secretary Treasurer and District 1, totally responsible for this. Thank you.
May I inquire, when you say that there's a vendetta to be done, can you elaborate on that?
Yep.
What vendetta?
The personal problem that Secretary Treasurer and District 1 had with our previous council that was in. We all know that one council member became community council for Nadawash. But it's also, we've seen what's been going on for District 2 for the last 3.5 years. They're not putting into our communities like they used to. It's all being voted down. We have a couple that defend us and step up for us, and I appreciate everything you do, but they're constantly outvoted. And you can't tell me that this wasn't done so that they would have a majority vote again. And that's what it's about. The vendetta has been passed. We've seen it in the election when it was being run, and we're still seeing it now today. It's time to get past that.
So you understand how we have a tribal court system. If you know of such things occurring, why has nobody filed an injunction for such things doing? We have a system that is in place, and unless we use the system, our constitutional rights will continue to by the entire council.
Exactly, and that's what we need to do. But today, they're swearing in someone that we in District 2 did not choose. And I still say that Kathy Goodwin was our District 2 rep. She was voted in by the people in District 2. And even though she resigned her position on the 19th of November, her last act in office was to say she wanted the appointment left vacant and have Deb here work with the other tribal council members for our people. That was totally disregarded. We had District 3 reps stand up for us, wanted to go with what we wanted. But it went by the vote of 2. And it's always that way, majority vote. And that's the way it's going to be. So they're going to swear somebody in that we didn't want.
The last that I heard was you call a roll call vote and then tie it and then the motion passed without a majority. What?
With their
vote, you
suggestion.
vote, and then
they did not even go with what we
and
suggested.
then the motion dies because
Those of us that were at the
Because
meeting
there's not a
gave
majority.
our information.
I'm sorry, I can't hear what the district rep is saying.
And this is our district, District 2. I realize that for some of you it doesn't affect you because you're in different districts, but what happens if it's in your district? Would you allow it? Would you want it to be like that? Somebody put in that you don't choose. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it, and
I raise a hand a while ago when we were talking about the elderly, putting somebody in there in Raylan and Annie's like, no, we should just put there, it should go with the people. Well, Raymond, the people say they don't want to stay in there. So, why do you put them in there then? You cannot vote for him, Ray. Like you said, it's unfair.
It is only for 4 months, right?
We don't need it. We don't need it with nobody there. Yeah, we had meetings. We were in the meeting, like community council meeting. So why did you want us to do that if we didn't listen to what we said? Sorry to say.
Tara wanted to talk with me.
This was one of the things that we've been asking. We were concerned. Like the chairman had mentioned earlier, we're the biggest district, right? So we've got a lot of different things that we're trying to do. We got community councils that are trying to do things. And so that was one thing as a community council. We put in a lot of hours trying to get out there and talk to people that we didn't have Facebook. And I feel like we're really lied to. That this was the agenda. This was your agenda from the get-go, the 2 that wanted to do this. Why'd you waste our time? Why'd you waste our people's time? You wasted our time.
our voice doesn't matter.
At Terra Basin,
It is.
okay, you just said that they lied. Have you lied to me?
I'm up here talking about District 2. We can discuss this afterwards.
But this has been established in front of your community meeting, if you recall. I asked you at that meeting, why did you lie to me? And you didn't answer that.
I don't even know which meeting that is. This is the thing. This is our community. This is our district. This is the thing that we spend a lot of time trying to figure out. We had Miss Keezer's name on there. She's running. Mickey's running. We had Sam's name on there. We had Leonard. There was a lot of people that we went out, we tried to talk to, we had meetings, we attended meetings. And if this was the intention, why didn't they just do it? Why waste their time? We're here every month as community council asking for an answer on a request. 9 months. And I know there's a lot of different things that need to happen and need to go on. But it's like, at what point are we gonna really listen to people? And Ray, he did say it. You said it should go back for the elders. You agreed with Annie. And that's right, that was the right thing to do. The right thing to do now is to listen to the members in District 2 and move forward with that. You know, because the thing is we know there's only a few more months left, but a lot of stuff can happen in those 2 months. A lot of stuff can happen in one meeting. In one meeting, a lot of things can be changed. And that's our concern. That's our worry. We still have a lot of money sitting on that table, right? How is that gonna be divided? How is that, what's gonna happen? You know, I mean, at one meeting I was, you know, we had to leave early, but they're talking about getting rid of districts. You know, that's kind of scary. I mean, we don't have a perfect system now, I'm not saying that. You know, look at Grand Portage, they have like 1,000 people. They can't do things like that, but we're huge. We have 18,000 members. Our district reps have a lot of people that they serve. We start splitting up these, and we just start not having, I mean, there's things that they can do in one meeting that can really, really affect. Look at Jackie. She served a lot of people. She served a lot of people in our elders. She worked for our elders, and in one meeting, she was done. You know, I feel bad listening to the elders. You know, there were things that were in place, you know, but they can change in a meeting. And that's our concern. That's why we got involved. That's why we went out and asked people. We try to hold meetings, get input, and then make that available to the council to make that decision. And it wasn't true. You knew what you were gonna do, and you watched us run around like a bunch of flippin' idiots just so we could be here today for this.
District 2, but as talking about elders, I'll tell you one thing. I sat at 2 meetings with the 2 council members that are not here today. Just coincidentally, they wouldn't stand here and take what we're going to hear. But what happened there was this final report from them is too closely related to those 2. They needed this vote, this right here. That's where it ties in. $4.9 million for 50 pages. Alan, I accused him of it. He wouldn't deny it. But that was what he needed to vote for. For this $30,000 loan, people are going to start the letter coming. You guys are going to get paying taxes on that $30,000 loan. That is what this whole thing is about. And if people from District 2, you should be the one choosing who you want to lead you, not someone else.
English, everyone, and you all know where I stand on that. You know, I voted against it because we did waste your time. And I feel bad for that. I mean, you know, and it's like double-sided here. You know, Ray can agree with me on not choosing an elder, but yet he can't, you know, agree with me in letting you guys choose. That makes me sad, mad, and it goes against your guys' constitutional rights. You know, we talk about the Constitution, and for you guys, you know, and you know, I don't live in District 2 either. Like, Kathy was a good woman, and I sure the hell won't let District 2 members be let down the way we are letting you guys down. But again, it's majority vote, you know, and that's on them, you know. I'm not You know, I'm not up for election, and, you know, right now Al has nothing to lose because he ain't running again either. But Ray has a lot to lose. You know, he may not be District 2, but his members are watching what he's doing to all District 2 members. You know, he wasted your guys' damn time, and that really pisses me off because, you know, I'm the one that said we should have community meetings, you know, because I said I'm not the one that should choose for you guys, because I'm not even from District 2. You know, I know a lot of you, I'm friends with a lot of you, and, you know, I love you all, but it's like, who am I to say one person should be your rep? I am nobody, you know? So you guys have the right to choose your own district rep, and I still believe that, and I will always find you guys. Take care.
Oh, you're sitting back there for nobody knew him. Wonder if you want to be there. You ain't got much credit back there. Oh, maybe you ain't got no credit.
Tito here. At the last meeting, I heard Annie say that she would help with work that needs to be done for District 2. That was totally disregarded. You know, I, as elder, myself, as representing our elders, we look to things like this that happen, and you're right, it's totally against our Constitution. We should be respecting what the districts want. That's why we have them. And they should be deciding who they want. And at that last quarterly meeting, what I heard was they wanted to leave it as it was. And, you know, we should be respecting that and leave it as it is.
Ishinabe, Dega, please.
This is just a reminder to the people of District 3. This affects you also. Because she does not have a voice on that council. So District 3 members, remember that. That affects you just. Be good.
Thank you. You know, like I said earlier in my chairman report, that, you know, like I said, the people are the ones that drive us, and the people are the ones that give us the strength of our leadership here, that we sit up here as tribal council members, and the people are the ones that elect us. You know, it's your voice, your vote. You know, and that's I've always believed in that it's up to the people to determine who should sit up here with us or sit at our side. You know, and this is something I always firmly believe in. And, you know, I'm just appalled at sometimes to some of the decisions that happen. And, you know, of course, as chairman, you know, at I-65, I cannot vote. I know a lot of people can't realize that I can't, you know, my voice doesn't say it, but I do say a lot. You know, I do put memos out there. And I do, you know, and this is one part of my job where, you know, I want to say so much, but, you know, it's just something that, you know, that the council, you know, that's the body that takes care of our business. And I know that, you know, I think that, like I said earlier, through our traditions and through our culture, that, you know, we as a people, and as what Kevin talks about all the time, as Anishinaabe people, that, you know, this is the part where it kind of hurts me a lot, where our people are not being heard, and there's feelings out there of anger that was going on today. And it's sad in a way for myself to sit up here and just can't grasp on why our council is moving forward with this. You know, nothing against Mickey or nothing against, but it's just the whole process that we're going through. This is something that that we as a nation, as a people, that we should feel good about ourselves and feel, that we're doing good as council. But these are the things that just baffle me, and I pray every day. I smoke my pipe on a daily basis that we do good and we stay healthy and we stay thoughtful of our people, that we work together and we work hard for you as members of Whiter, that we can work hard for you. And these are the decisions that just kind of that baffle me so much. And kind of just, I pray, and I want to say I pray hard for this, and I just wish that, and I made calls this week to other council members that I wish they would kind of make a different choice this time, so I want to say make wish for everyone saying their words today from their heart, because it does matter, and I do like to hear that from their heart. I know that, there's a lot of pain going on, so be good.
I just want to know if we could hear from Raymond.
You can address the people.
Alan, and see what their decision on why they want to do this, besides just saying we need representation, what's the real reason behind their appointment, Does that give Hodges advantage over the election that's coming up, or what, they just give us their ideas or whatever they got behind their decisions they're making,
State your name too, bro.
Bourgeois, my name's Travis Weaver. What Sam was just saying, what's his name came up here with that 4.9, showing why, the reason why they want to appoint Mickey. I ain't got nothing against Mickey. I think he's a good guy. But what they're doing to District 2 is not right. I don't understand why we can't just vote. How hard is it to vote? Set it up and vote again. What's the problem? And why aren't these two here? To talk to them right away, answer our questions. Because they know they're dodging our bullets. They're appointing him in the wrong way. Mickey, I like you. There's no problem against you, but the way they're doing this is wrong. A lot of people know that. And I wish there was a lot more people here to show up, but everybody got to life, going doing their daily things, but this is terrible. This is like the worst. I can't believe it. What are we, going dictator now? And if we get rid of districts too, if we get rid of the districts, that's definitely something. And Mike, I wish I don't know, maybe you are hands are tied, but man, I know a lot of chairmen stepped up and did a lot, went over, just said, hell with it being tied. I'm going to do something about it, but maybe you're right. Maybe you are tied up that bad, but I haven't been coming to these meetings or nothing. This is one. The one that I came to before was how was Alan even in there? His residency was not even living on the res. He was in the city still. And we got him in there. How the hell does that happen? He shouldn't even be in there. We should have him out. As a people, not just District 2, but all the districts. We should kick his ass out. A long time ago, he broke it right there when he wasn't even a resident here. So I don't know, man. I'm just confused, but thanks for letting me talk.
Be good, Travis.
Yeah.
Language. Sorry about that. We as a people really need to read the Constitution. I have talked to people time and time again, and I ask them, have you read it? And the majority of them all say no. I scanned through it, but you need to read it. As a 100% service-connected, disabled veteran, I am in this chair because of experimental inoculations, experimental vaccines. Go ahead and get it on your own board. But the system is set up, and the system is set up that if we have grievances, we can make them known in the court of law. And nobody is doing this. And I am disgusted with the legal department Because I have tried many times to file injunctions against tribal members and council members. Because I don't live on the reservation. But because I don't live on the reservation doesn't mean I'm not Anishinaabe. My BIA number is tattooed to my forearm. I am currently on a 4-day fast. I fast over 7 days, 4 times a year, according to the equinoxes and the solstice. I am Anishinaabe Inini. And with what I've heard today, my request to God, please, Annie, if you would make a motion to table this, and Alan and Ray, I'm requesting you, please, to second it, so that the elders can be contacted in District 2, because they do have the right to be heard. And if they do not feel they've been properly heard, then we need to give them that right back. This
is Patty Straub, talking to Raymond. I just want to reiterate, you just told us this morning that you stand behind members' decisions and you want that, you ask for that. Now, I ask that you rescind this, second Annie's motion if it's going to go forward, that you listen to the Naytahwaush Community Council as a District 2 representative. You need to be fair. You need to listen to the members. There has been, we need to leave that either vacant, but people in District 2 really need help. So,
Mr. Chair.
You remember what you said, Raymond.
Mr. Chair, this is Secretary Roy. Yeah, so I want to do a quick recap of what happened at that last quarterly meeting. It's all on videotape for everyone to see. Okay? What is being described here is not an accurate portrayal of what had occurred. Number one, community councils were invited to come to the meeting. They offered a number of names that they felt would be suitable candidates or suitable temporary representatives to fill the seat. That occurred, okay? At that time, a number of individuals from District 2 had self-identified in the audience that they were not consulted to be candidates there. That's also true. What's also true is there was even members from one of the community councils that their name wasn't added until they actually showed up to the meeting. The discussion carried on, and then at some point, the community members that were there, and it's all on tape, stated that we ought to be able to leave this into the hands of the RBC. They said basically the responsibility to appoint or leave vacant is your responsibility. In fact, I think I asked twice during that meeting, is this what you want? Is this what you want? And they said, yeah. And so we sat there and we thought about it. And then a motion was made to leave it vacant. The motion did not pass. A motion to attempt to appoint was passed. And at that point, the meeting was adjourned. And at this point, no individual has been sworn in. These are the facts. Now, since it's been already close to a month and a half since that occurred, I just don't understand how we can logically move forward with an appointment that is outright. Because that time there was very important. As community members had said, we need representation. That was said. Now this has been drug along, it's been carried out, and now it's to a point where it's being even more politicized. I just want to point out also another thing. there are no majorities on this council. If you were to look at the minutes, over 95% of the votes cast are all the same. Over 95%, if you were to review the minutes. And it's been that way for a very, very long time. And so this narrative that this council is divided, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think it's just something that somebody's putting out there and people are latching onto because it's campaign season. So with that being said, Mr. Chair, if the council feels that we need to just table it as because I have great respect for Mr. Shores, then I will respect his wishes and the wishes of the community. If they want to table it, then let's just leave it that way, because it's so close to the primary election. It's 60 days now. When this process first started, it was back in November. So it's already been 3 or 4 months now, and so it's so close. There's almost no point. So if you want to table it, it's so close to April.
I'll make a motion to table this until further notice.
And I'll second that motion, Mr. Chair.
Second by Raymond. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, next up on the agenda is proposed contract amendment for Total Spectrum.
I don't know what you are, I'm my fucking life.
What is that one?
Oh, he had 12 lunches. We should let the elders
Okay.
know.
Well, guys, I know that the AMP came under that they had some food for the elders, and I want to let them know that there is some lunches available for some of the elders, some salads and soup. So I think that if you're hungry for the elders, please go grab something to eat.
Okay, more of that.
Hey, you know where my heart sits.
What's that? You don't.
Someone's gonna address all of Alan's lies.
Guys, we'll take a quick 5 minutes because I know Annie's hungry. I need something to eat. So 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes, please. Thank you.